Alright, here we are, round one with our white-green bombs, I guess you could call it. We're going to play first, I think. Maybe do we draw here? Guess I hadn't thought about that, but let's think for a second. So we want the extra card really to get into our deck, to get the lands, to get to the later game. So I think we're not going to play first. In the dark, maybe it's better to play, but let's draw. So we have him to go. Yeah, this is a good stalling tactic hand. We're going to keep this. My only hope is that he's not the red player, so hopefully he's not that guy. Alright, so he did mulligan. We're not going to mulligan. Alright, he's going to keep at 6. Here we go. He is red, of course. Alright, so here I'm going to lead off with the Sanctifier. Hopefully gets a 2-drop, or otherwise we'll drop the Sage on turn 3. Be nice to get to the Swine Trapper. Nice curve though, 3, 4, 5. Missed the 2, but we'll be okay. So he's red and green. So maybe he can't really abuse the humans that he can with, you know, white red or maybe even red blue. Let's get the Devil. Scalding Devil. Okay, so what do you trade? Would I like to take one back from him? Probably not. I'll just sit back. I want to get to this 4-drop. Now let's attack. Let's see what he does. I might just take it. Okay, so maybe the Scalding Devil is relevant to something he's trying to do with his deck. Here, we'll just go ahead and let it plains and pass the turn. So I'll take one for the right just to kind of see what he's got going on. So he throws in a Lightning Mauler. Okay. Does he Soul Bond? If I'm him, I would not, right? So why would you give this guy haste? He doesn't need it. Okay. So just, you know, these are things you look at, these little things, right? This is some not, you never would haste this. You never would bond these two together, so. I mean, he does the same amount of damage either way, and then his next turn play can just drop in and, you know, beat my face in, so. You know, just think, there's little things to notice. So we're not going to attack. We are going to have... Yep, we'll pass it up. Keep the Sanctifier back. We'll block the Mauler if he gives us a chance. He did miss a land drop, so that's something to note. He went to 6, missed a land drop. Keep our eye out for those things. All right, we're going to F6 it up. Yeah, here. Yeah, I'm playing the Trappers next turn, so let's block. He's got a trick, I'm okay with that. Okay, so here we're looking at 6 mana. We're just going to drop our Trappers. 3 green. We will not Soul Bond. Nothing to defang here. We're just going to pass the turn. Although we'd like to see one of our big bombs, obviously. Maybe Avacyn. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh yeah, I shouldn't have blocked, actually. I'm dumb. So I blocked for him and let him unhook his haste with this guy, but... So here he chose not. He chose not to bond. Okay. Can't only block creatures with flying, so I can get in for 3 here, which I'm inclined to do. Yeah, I think I could get in, drop a Nettle Swine. Can block only creatures with flying, so he can't block him. So he's not turning out to be too aggressive, although his curve doesn't look too bad. I mean, I think he misplayed by buying this guy, and I helped him out by not just taking the 1. So he could drop a Nettle Swine and swing into me here pretty easily. But we're going to drop our Nettle Swine of our own. Yeah, we will. And then we're probably gonna... we can take 3. Let's see what he does. So I'm saying gonna defang. If he drops a 4, maybe even Nettle Swine, I'm inclined not to block it. If he hastes it up, I can just defang it. Here, I think I'm gonna just take 3. I can swing back into him for 7. And if you had a good creature to play, I think you would have done it, because you really would want to get this guy active with haste. But that just shows you, well, he has haste anyway, right? Whatever. Alright, so that's going to help him get to the lands he needs at the cost of a spell first, probably. Alright, need a bomb. And we draw land. Alright, I've been getting screwed lately. I've been flooding out with land a lot, but here... So I can send my Nettle Swine in and trade for 2 of his guys. And I'm okay with that, I think. He's behind on land. He's probably trying to get to a big spell. Yeah, I think we're just going to crash in here. We can trade 2 for 1 if he wants. I'm okay with that. He's going to take the 7. Drop down to 9. We'll go ahead and defang this guy. And we're going to let land. And pass the turn. So, okay, so he does activate the Mad Prophet at the end of my turn. He's going to pitch a spell. He pitches a Dangerous Wager. So did he hit another land? Maybe he's looking for a second red? I don't know, to play the Flying Dragon? Not sure. Alright, so he's going to guise my Somberwald Sage. That's okay at this point. I don't really need the mana. I can cast Avacyn now anyway. He discards an Aggravate to draw a card. He is only at 9 though. That's something to take note of. Yeah, he's going to get in. Makes sense. Alright, we're just going to pass it up. And a spell. Alright, we get another Swine. That's going to help. So he's got no blocks. He's going to go to 2 here. Short of... I don't know what he would... He can fog, probably. So, do I want to play Nettle Swine? I'm not sure what gets me here. It's really only the white cards, I think. Or the oust, make you pick all your cards up. We're gonna play another Nettle Swine here. That means that would be dead on board if he doesn't drop a creature to block at least. So he hit a second red. Yeah, he could have a. Yeah, I could have thought about what's the damn Miracle X spell. It's something to play around. But it's a mythic, so I don't think you play around that unless you see it. Bonfire of the Damned, that's the name of it. So he's going to drop he's got a 5-drop here. He has his own Geist Trappers, which is going to put a damper on our party. So we're going to stall the board out. He didn't bond it up, I guess. No reason to. That's a good play on his part. Alright, so we got a Gold Knight Redeemer. I can just swing in here, which we will do, certainly. So he can kill a swine. He's gonna block everybody. So I think this is a right attack. So he can block here, kill a swine, block, block. Then he's dead next turn. Yeah, so I trade 2 of his guys for 1 of mine. Yep, I think that happens. Chose to kill the non-bonded swine. Okay, so here do I play the Gold Knight Redeemer? He's got a rip, but if he does... Yeah, I think I'm going to play it. think I do lay a land here in case I draw Avacyn, and then just pass the turn. So this is going to kill him. Well, you know, I don't know. He needs to drop 2 creatures to have a chance. These 2 can bounce off each other, but he has to drop 2 to block. No, sorry. He can block here. He just needs 1 creature, right? He can block the Glue Metal on the Gold Knight Redeemer. He can eat my Nettle Swine, and whatever he drops down can, you know, block the trappers. But he chooses to give up. Okay. All right. We got game 1, and he is kind of red beatish, maybe. So sideboarding options. I don't think I have a whole lot. He's red-green. He could have some early red drops. Could just have some big green fatties. So this doesn't do anything. I saw 0 removal spells for the Sheltering Word to make you want to bring that in. Yeah, I think everything's okay here. The Righteous Blow still have irrelevant applications here. Maybe Angelic Wall is not a good card to play. I'll take that out. What would I play? Maybe it's Builder's Blessing here over Angelic Wall. That way I can... he's okay. I think there's still the right to try to get to the late game. These 6 drops, I think, help me push me over the top. So let's run this back. Alright, so let's see if he chooses to play. And I think it's still right to be on the draw with this deck. This is a keep, no more. We're going to lead off with Abundant Growth, into Wandering Wolf, and hopefully into Nettling Swine. So here we're going to slam this, draw a card, and pass it up. So he does have a 2-drop, a Mauler. So here we will drop Wandering Wolf. And we'll pass the turn. So we're going to look to try to maybe trap something with our Avenger on turn 3. So let's see what he does here, though. All right, so he's going to Cathar. Okay, can't block. All right, so he's going to get a good beating here on me. All right, so I can't block. He can come in for 4. I can crack back for 2. Yep, we're going to take that. So we drop a Plains. Let's sit back and would like to trade. But if he goes Cathar again, then, you know, it's bad news for me. I think I'm going to leave him back. I'm at 16. I really want to get to this. I've got some good late game. I don't think the 2 points of damage is worth it at this point. So the Wolf stays home. We're going to look to try to trap something with the Avenger here. I mean, that does open myself up to a trick, but I think there's no reason not to. Especially if he's looking to cast a guy with this haste option available. You might be thinking, is this guy holding an Avenger? When in fact I am. Pillar of Flames is sorcery, so let's see what he does. Where's this going? Wherever it's going, it's getting traded with, buddy. Alright, put it on the guide. I'm okay with that. Are you bonding? There they are. Alright, I'm gonna kill this guy then. Just those 2, huh? So you know what? I don't even believe I really want to drop my Avenger here. Into combat at least. Get a shot at being pillared to flamed. He's at 3 cards. I've got some nice bombs in my hand. I'm just going to trade here. We're going to just trade here. drop the Avenger. I think I want him to attack here. Yeah, we're going to attack. We're going to drop the Swine. I'm not going to block with this when I can't regenerate mana. If I was, I would have done it last turn. So here we're going to drop just the Swine. And pass it up. So next turn we're going to drop Trapper and Redeemer. So we're going to block whatever one of these two guys. Probably God. If we get the chance. So he drops a Map Prophet. He only attacks here if he's holding Pillar of Flame. Yeah, no attacks. Okay. Okay, so here we can send the boar in and trade, or the swine, if you will, trade for 2 for 1, and I'm okay with that. Especially looking at my hand. So we can take it here. He goes to 10. I'm okay with that, I think. Okay. Kill both your guys. He takes 3, goes to 14. We're going to drop the trappers here. We are going to bond up. So we'll go there. Yeah, so next turn we'll go into Redeemer. He's at 14. He's got 1 guy, 2 cards in his hand. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. I think it kind of hurt him having to trade 2 for 1 there. I don't really know why he put the Prophet in front of him, but he did. So he pitched a Cathar. Wait. He didn't activate it? Yeah, he didn't even activate it, right? Alright, so he's going to shoot me for 2 here. And get to swing into me. And I'm going to block. So I'll go to 12. What are you targeting? Okay. Yeah, okay, let's go target creatures. Anyway, yeah, if he swings into me, I'll punch into him. Alright, so we hit another land. Isn't the best. So here, yeah, I can just free swing into him, I believe. He can look to do 5 to me on the backswing, but even if he does make me regen, I've got the Guardian, to help support. He takes it, he goes to 8. Not a place you really want to be. So it's going to go to that. Okay, that's fine with me. Another 2 for 1 for my favor. One and 2, that's how we want to do it. Okay, so then we can drop. We'll drop the Redeemer. Just save the Guardian in case he has something to wipe the board here. There could be a case made to leave up regen mana. Can Bonfire the Dam, really gets him out of it anyway, but let's go ahead and do this. Let's play to win, not to not lose. I mean, there's no reason to play around Bonfire. It's a mythic, and unless you've seen it, again, I don't think you play around it. So, yeah, I think that's the right play. Still got a little defender here in my hand. Can help me get to Avacyn or some of the other 6 drops in my hand. So he's going to Dangerous Wager. I'm just going to pass through his turn.